Good day, everyone. Welcome back once again to the SA Chefpreneurs Talks. So excited today to have my sister right here, my fellow chef, Chef Bobo. How are you?
Hi, Chef Sizwe. I'm good, and you?
Good. It's been quite a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen each other.
And I can see you're making quite a lot of noise online and, doing all the good stories out there. For those of you guys that don't know, Chef Bobo is a chef. You're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You run your own business, you're into training as well. I'm just going to give you this time to introduce yourself, just so that we can get to know more about you. I know you're doing some amazing, works out there. So please tell us, what do you do?
Thank you, Chef. Hi, everybody. I'm Mavis Matosi, known as Chef Bobo. I am a chef professionally, also an entrepreneur. I do baking, I do catering, but mostly what I love in this business that I'm doing is sharing the skill that I have, the baking skill. I also teach people to bake and to cook as well. And also, last year, I released one of my cookbooks, Cook and Bake with Chef Bobo. And this year, I released another one because there was so much demand for the baking book. So I released Baking with Chef Bobo.
Wow, that is so interesting. and I want to talk about that because it's so interesting to me. As a chef, I know you went through the EDP training,
yes.
Which I believe was beneficial to you,
yes.
To a certain extent.
Yes.
I just want to talk about baking.
Yes.
Where do you get this passion and drive of baking or pastry itself?
Okay, growing up, I grew up from a baking and cooking family, but I took it to the next level.
Okay.
Like, I just love playing with flour, being creative, that's what I love. Being creative in my own space, doing my own thing. So I love baking so much. And I started actually baking from the age of 12.
Wow, that's
Yes.
a
Yes.
good story to tell.
Yes.
That's a good story to tell. Okay, let's hold on that. I want to talk about your cookbooks.
Yes.
I know it's not it's really not a lot of people that do what you do. I mean, you're into training, as you said. You also do cookbooks. What was your passion, or what was your drive behind doing the cookbooks themselves? And would you say that they've been beneficial to the other chefs that are out there looking at you, seeing your wonderful works that you do?
Okay, I used to share my recipes on social media. Okay. But then, sometimes you don't get to share all the recipes and you want people to try them out. And then a few ladies approached me and said, Chef Bobo, can you please release a book? Wow. Because I want to have this with me. And most of them, they are away from Johannesburg. They would like to support me, but then they are unable to maybe buy cakes from me or buy food from me. So they suggested, please do create a cookbook for us.
Wow.
And that was back in 2015. And I felt like, no, I'm not ready as yet. Let me just work on my skill. And then last year, during COVID, remember we were home cooking all the time. And then I was like, no, man, maybe when I cook, let me just start taking nice, clear pictures as I share on Facebook, on social media. So then people started saying, no, man, maybe you should really consider, creating that cookbook. So that's how it started.
Wow, that's really interesting. So you said you have 2 cookbooks at the present moment.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. I mean, I've had a look at some of your books and I think they're amazing. I advise you guys to have a look at them. Okay, let's talk about entrepreneurship, because that's what we are all about.
Yes.
And I think it's really, really important. Not only due to the fact that we are celebrating, Women's Month, to me, it's something that we need to celebrate each and every day. You guys play a key role in that specific space as women within this culinary space. What would you say has been how has been your journey so far in that space ever since you ventured into this business? How has been the journey itself?
Okay, what I would like to tell people is that it's not a smooth journey. Sometimes you've got customers, sometimes you don't have customers. Sometimes you've got customers who don't want to pay the price that you give. They want to pay their own price, Yes. And also as entrepreneurs, someone will be charging the same thing that you are selling at a very cheaper price, Yes. And then when clients come to you, give them a higher price, they're like, no, but so and so is selling, So what I can say is build your brand, know what you do.
Yeah.
And also try to teach your customers. Teach your customers.
Yeah.
Don't say, okay, because you so and so selling it at the cheaper price, go to them. No. Talk to your customer and say, you know what, the reason why I'm selling at this price is because of 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Then they are humans too. They get to understand where you are coming from, and then they start buying from you.
Wow, I love it, because this information, I think, will be very helpful to quite a lot of people that are out there. Anyways, just to talk about something else as well. Remember now, obviously our drivers, the South African Chefs Association Entrepreneurs Committee, is to make sure that we educate each other, empower each other.
Yes.
You know, would you say that women empowerment is relevant in these times, especially within our industry?
It's very relevant and very important to empower each other, because as I've mentioned earlier on, that I will share my recipes on social media.
Yes.
And you know, amazingly, I had a few ladies who will send me a WhatsApp with pictures and say, Chef Bobo, thank you for sharing your recipes on social media. Look, this is what I'm now doing as a business, you know. So it's very important to empower each other. Empowering another person, it doesn't take anything away from you. Because I believe that if someone comes to you for help and you're like, sorry, no, and feel like they're going to take your customers,
then you've lost the point.
Not really, but there's someone else out there who's gonna be willing to help them. So why not just help them? You know, because we've got so many people in the country. The people you know, I might not know them. You know, and at the point whereby I have taught some people the baking skill who stay like 5 minutes away from me. And they'll be like, Chef Bobo, I want to start this business. I see you are doing well, you know? And then I'll say, no, come. Obviously, I do charge a fee. And then you will come, I will teach you. And honestly speaking, I'm not going to hold back any information from you. Because I believe that if I'm going to hold back any information, I'm going to be representing my brand in a bad way. And also, after giving those classes, I don't just say go and do your thing. I give you mentorship until you can be able to stand on your own. You know, I help you, tell you where you can buy, you know. Even when you bake, now you are on your own. Say maybe for the first 2 weeks you did well. Maybe the third week, the cake doesn't come right. You show me, and we talk on WhatsApp. Okay, tell me, what did you do? You know, or sometimes, how were you feeling when you were baking that cake? You know, because hey, cooking and baking, it's something else. You have to be in a good space.
Absolutely.
You know, so I will take you through it then.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Thanks so much for your passion, and thanks so much for your drive and all this wonderful work that you're doing out there. I'm sure people are, you know, are motivated as much as I am. So I'm definitely, you know, excited, and I'm definitely, you know, looking forward to venturing into this journey with you. It is a continuation, obviously. So I wish you all the best in your business space. Where can people find you on online platforms?
Thank you, Chef Sizwe. They can find me on Facebook as Bobo Twana Sibia Sotobe, or my page, Bobo's Cakes and Catering, or on IG, Instagram, Chef Bobo Kutane Sibia, and my WhatsApp number is 083-480-9818.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming through, Chef. We really, really appreciate it. There you go. That was Chef Bobo. Thank you so much. From myself, Chef Sizwe, and the SA Chefs Entrepreneurs Committee, I say to you, cheers and bye-bye.